All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How's everybody doing? How are ya? It is episode 13. I still have not named this podcast. Eventually, I want to name it the Jaron Coxon Podcast and just have my name on it, but for some reason, I still don't have the balls to put my name on it so that when you Google anything, this would be the thing that pops up. Uh, but I have shown it to a few people, branched out a little bit, let a couple people give a listen to it. Seems like nobody hated it, but also, I don't know, people are just nice to you when you do things, so it's not like necessarily the best feedback. Uh, or I just don't trust people to tell me when I suck unless it like immediately affects them. But yeah, we got episode 13. It's October 17th. Um, Spooky season. It's almost Halloween. Halloween. Halloween is hands down my favorite holiday, period. It is definitely the best holiday. It doesn't have anything to do with like your status or anything. I mean, I guess it kind of does. Like, rich kids have nicer costumes and get bigger candy bars, but still, Halloween is Halloween. Like, no one knows who you are when the mask goes up. It's like it's mischief themed, fucking nighttime, spooky. Like scaring people is the goal, or tricking them, or pranking people. Candy, oh, it's the best. There's crunchy leaves everywhere. There's that smell of like rotting vegetation, but it's not like the worst smell ever. It's just that fall leaf pile smell, you know what I'm talking about? That shit's good, man. I fucking love Halloween. Love it. Love, love, love Halloween. I got beat up, or I didn't get beat up, but I got straight up handled by some older kids one Halloween when we moved out to Sun Valley. I dressed as a hockey player and I had like the full outfit on, and then I wore rollerblades, which was a huge mistake. You don't wear rollerblades in Sun Valley, period, for any reason. You just don't do it. But I did, and then these older skateboard kids uh, stole my candy and fucked me up in front of my friends, and it sucked. And I remember I had to skate home crying because I was in rollerblades, and you can't just like have a nice quiet walk back. Like you either have to take them off and walk back barefoot in October or skate back in tears, which is now that I'm older, I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. But I remember I was so upset about that. That like ruined, I felt like that ruined my childhood for like a second, but it wasn't really like that. It was just one of those things you had to go through. It was like in the, I don't know. I had already been beaten up by then, but for some reason that felt so much harsher. Like you lose your candy. It was in front of like at least 30 or 40 kids. Nobody offered to help me, not even my two homies that were standing there. And and I don't blame them now that I'm older. I'm like these were teenagers, man. You don't fuck with teenagers when you're a kid. We were probably in like 5th grade, 6th grade maybe. Uh but yeah, I remember I had fucking badass Sharks jersey, and I was kind of like, I think I had a goalie outfit too. I was like all about the goalie for some reason in hockey. Um, but yeah, man, fucking, what are you gonna be for Halloween this year? What are you gonna be? I'm tall and skinny, so I gotta do something. I always gotta do something that kind of like fits that mold, you know? It's like I can't really decide to be like a fucking Oompa Loompa or like, you know, a portly character that I like out of a fucking movie or anything like that. I always got to pick like the skinny tall guy or like, I don't know. usually a woman type character or something like that. I'll try to do something like that with my long hair. I was thinking about going as Jesus this year, just like straight up, no frills, Jesus. Um, but yeah, what are you gonna be for Halloween? Huh? You gonna be a cat? You gonna be a mouse? You gonna be a sexy mouse? A sexy wombat? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what's up with that? When do guys get to have sex? I bet this will be the year of sexy guy costumes, like being over the top and girls just being like, "That's not that doesn't count as a costume. You can't wear a bow tie and a banana hammock and say that you're a penguin. That's fucking crazy." Excuse me. Uh, Candy corn is not candy. Do not give that to children. I don't care if it's a tradition and it makes you feel like cool or like nostalgic for old Halloween stuff. Don't give candy corn to children. We don't like it. They don't like it. I'm not a child. I'm 33, but I don't like it. And I know that the kids don't like it either. That was like candy that people thought was good because they grew up on Depression era fucking bread pie and shit like that. So don't do it. Fucking for reals, don't do it. Give out real candy. Give out the mini Reese's, you know, Snickers. Duh. Fucking maybe I'm just older now. I'm like maybe an almond joy. I'd be fucking pissed if I got an almond joy when I was a little kid though. Some nerds, yo. The box of nerds. The little boxes of nerds. You gotta get that shit. Fucking I remember when I was a kid too, everyone was tripping saying that they were poisoning the candy and like putting glass up in the candy and all that shit, but I don't remember that ever actually happening to anyone I knew. Um, I do remember when I was in jail, someone traded me some Jolly Ranchers for a cookie, and then when I opened the Jolly Ranchers up, they had obviously already been half sucked on, and then the dude wrapped them back up, and I got hustled. And if you want to know some really gross shit, I fucking ate them. So, yeah. So no candy corn. That's the rule. You fucking degenerates. This holiday's not about you and your goddamn memories. It's about candy. It's about real sugar. Fucking bitches. No candy corn. I'm serious. Um, no, no, no. Also, leave the black cats alone on Halloween. You fucking superstitious freaks. Please, please leave the black cats alone. You know, go out and steal some white cats. Let's balance this luck thing out with the cats a little bit, you know? This is getting weird. It's becoming a thing. It's 2021. I feel like we need to leave them alone. Leave them the fuck alone. So yeah, no candy corn, sexy penguin. Halloween's gonna rule this year. I uh I spent like a couple hours trying to figure out what NTF was. A not or what are they called? Non-transferable fund, right? It's like when they were really popular like a couple months ago. I'm like super late to the game, but I was just like, people are just making things like you can buy a copy of something, I guess, and then you own the copy of it, but I don't know. Seems weird. It seems like you can make it out of anything too, just like take a photo of like green and then be like green is my NTF or something like that. So I don't know. I'm gonna make a blank white paper NTF and see how much money I make off of that shit because everybody uses fucking paper. Ooh, I bought some new underwear recently. It was a big buy. I was real excited. Um, couldn't really find the ones I was looking for. I was kind of looking for some of the newer style underwear where they like cup up your balls and your dick separately in some weird origami fucking fabric prison. but it supposedly keeps everything all nice and separate and shit. And like, I don't know, that sounds pretty awesome to me, especially during summertime, which is ending up. So I guess it's not that big of a deal. I can get them next year. But I bought these underwear and I throw them all in the washing machine, but I kept one of them out because I needed a like a fresh pair of underwear to go do something right then and there. And I I wore them all day. Well, for I'll just be honest, I fucking kind of crapped my pants a little bit, and I had to throw some of my underwear away that I was wearing. So there you go, people. You happy now? Are you fucking happy? I shit my pants. I sharted. It sucked. My underwear are in a little fucking tampon trash can somewhere in this fucking bullshit gas station. Anywho, uh, I put on these new undies. Ooh, and you know that was nice, especially after shitting your pants. Like putting on a new pair of underwear to help you reclaim a little bit of your soul. Get a little bit of your dignity back. And I'm wearing them around, and a couple hours goes by, and and I don't mean to be crass, but my fucking dick, like the tip of my penis, started hurting, and I was like, "What the fuck? Do I have a problem happening right now? Like a big deal problem where you should go to the doctor or something?" And I would like kind of try to scratch it a little bit, give it a little scratch. But I was wearing pants and shit, and it just felt fucking weird and uncomfortable and almost like clogged or something. Oh God. And so I get home and I immediately like take a peek. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in here? And I look down and there's like this tiny little circular, super tiny, like the size of a fucking uh one of those big pieces of glitter or something, like a big piece of glitter. I don't know. I can't really describe this size any better than that. It's like the size of a button, basically. And I look down and this sticker is like completely attached to the front of my dick and covering my dick hole. And I'm like, oh my God, no. Which, I mean, it was a shock and a relief at the same time because the feelings I was experiencing, I was like, something's definitely happening. Something's wrong. Something's going on down there. And then I guess it was just it said like large LG on the side of the sticker. So I think it was just like a sticker that's on the inside of the new underwear that usually comes out when you wash them or something. And I don't know how it got to exactly right in that spot and then stuck on there so hard, but it fucking did. And then peeling it off was weird, like super duper weird. But I don't know. That was kind of cracking me up. I thought it was funny. I weirdly still have the sticker. I don't know why I like stuck it to my nightstand and was like, I'm gonna keep an eye on you for a second. The old sticker on the dick hole. Yeah, it wasn't comfy. I had this dream the other night that was super cool. I was watching a bunch of videos about um, like old stone buildings and like the pyramids and stuff like that when I fell asleep. And I had this dream um, of these like contractor dudes building an old stone wall, and it was like kind of like the ones in Peru where nobody knows how they fit all the stones together because they're also each stone is like its own unique shape, but they're all like perfectly fit together. And I don't know anything about the science or anything about rocks or stone or fucking archaeology or anything like that, but my dream was super dope. I fucking I was watching these dudes build the wall like that, but they were using these big burlap bags and they were full of like liquid mud concrete kind of shit. Like they would fill the bags up with this like mud and then they would just kind of like stack them wherever they would fit. And because they were like liquidy, they would just kind of like form to fit wherever they needed to fit. You know what I'm saying? And then in my dream, I saw like hella years go by really quickly in time, and like all the concrete or whatever in the bag fucking had hardened into like a rock, and then slowly all the burlap started to like deteriorate and biodegrade and shit like that. And so then when it was all done, it was just these like perfect fucking wall that was like almost seamless where it met up, but you could tell, I don't know, it was just a trippy dream. I thought that was really cool. And I don't fucking know what it means or if it was just like a weird idea that my brain had or if maybe that's like what the video was talking about while I was sleeping or something. But it was a fucking cool dream. And it made it like, I don't know, it made some of that architecture seem like really approachable for a simple culture, if that's like really the way it all went down. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother fucking bag of burritos, I think. We'll talk about that on a different episode. I'll have to get like my buddy Donovan on here and we'll have a weird conspiracy day. Uh, fucking wore my AirPods into the shower and I was like listening to something, but like luckily my hair is over my ears, so it wasn't like getting wet, but I was like totally in the water and I was like listening to something and then I all of a sudden realized what I was doing and I freaked out and like grabbed them and then threw them out of the shower as if they were like on a timer and they were gonna blow at any second. It was fucking no good. I don't know. I was worried I was gonna get like shocked in the fucking dome or something, or I don't know, have like an electrical current go through my brain because it got wet or something. I don't know. Probably wouldn't happen. It was funny though. It was just like a funny little freak out I had in the shower, just like, I'm in danger. No, my AirPods. No. And then I was in the whole time I was in the shower, I was like, man, this fucking sucks. If they don't work when I get out of here, that's gonna be such bullshit. Those were so expensive. They should just be waterproof already. I don't know. It was fucking silly. Uh, what else was in? Oh, in the shower. Yeah. So I got this really bad zit on the inside of my nose. Sorry, this whole episode's just about how disgusting my body is. Um, I got this fucking really gnarly zit on the inside of my nose, like really bad, to the point where you could tell which nostril it was because it was just so swollen compared to the other one. And it was the type of painful zit on your in your nose where like if you touched it or anything, you would just immediately cry. And these people walking by fucking think I'm crazy. Just out here talking about my zits all to myself at full volume. I'm I'm down at the river watching weirdos walk by. Um. Anyway, zit. Yeah. So it's in the inside of my nose. It's fucking just unbelievably painful, and I don't know what to do about it. So I'm just leaving it alone. But good lord, it hurts. Fucking man. Speaking of Halloween, you ever go to like a party or like somewhere where you're nervous to go and you want to look good and you're like getting all ready and you're looking in the mirror and then you see a tiny little like blackhead or something and you're like, oh man, instead of that tiny little blackhead being on my face, I think I would like a huge silver dollar sized welt. So I'm gonna squeeze the shit out of that a half hour before I have to be somewhere after I've gotten out of the shower. And that's my move. That's how I get ready. That's how I try to look good. But yeah, those are called party welts. And ladies, you got the upper hand when the dude walks up and he's fucking peppered in party welts. Dude is fucking nervous. So take it for all he's worth, ladies, or dudes, or whoever. Whoever's got the welts. You see some party welts, you get in there and you get your free drinks and you get out. That's what I'm saying. Fucking, uh, Jesus Christ, this is so fucking retarded. Had a couple really good shifts at work lately. Been making some money. Um, it's funny with my job. I totally have. I was thinking about it. I have reverse Stockholm syndrome. Like, they haven't done anything wrong to me ever, and are always being extremely nice and communicative and uh, flexible with me. And for some reason, in the back of my brain, I'm just like, any day now, they're gonna do something terrible to me. I know it. Any day now. I don't know. I was just thinking about how it's funny. It's kind of like the fucking exact opposite of Stockholm syndrome. It's it's reverse Stockholm syndrome. It's mlorhelkesote imorediasesum or something like that. I don't know. I tried to read it backwards, but I still read it forwards and backwards at the same time. Uh, man, you know what I want to stop saying? Hot take. I can't stand when people say hot take, and I'm pretty sure I say it too. And it's fucking annoying. Because honestly, anytime anyone says hot take, whatever they say afterwards is just like fucking, I don't know, such like a mayonnaise opinion. It'll always be so boring. It'll be like a borderline dad joke or something like that, even. But it'll be their real opinion. I don't know. I gotta stop saying hot take. I've decided that I'm feuding with people that say that now. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just always so room temperature. Like when you hear that, you're always just like, okay, here comes something nice and safe. It's gonna be veiled as radical, but it's actually like, I don't know, cheap and conservative. Like a bike messenger. Like they dress like they're all punk and shit, and like we'll talk all this fucking game about how bikes are freedom and this and that, blah blah blah. But it's like, do you know how much fucking cheaper a bike messenger must be than an actual law runner who's like a hot chick that sits at a desk and stuff and uses her car? It must be so much cheaper because there's no fucking way that lawyers and fucking whoever, like judges and whoever else is getting all these papers that need to be notarized and signed around town would rather see a fucking bearded 35-year-old who's dressed like a fucking 16-year-old on a bicycle with a backpack than see like a professional young lady. Like I don't know, the savings must be insane. And I'm not a huge fan of the bike messenger people. They're the type of people who kind of got me thinking I didn't like bikes when I really did for a long time too. I just like couldn't get on board with the fucking extremely punk outfit, but being an actual like literal cog in the system at the same time. Like, I don't know, drove me nuts a little bit. And they were like some of the cooler dudes in town, I thought. but I was super duper wrong. But I guess revenge is the gateway to hell. So I'll just be talking shit on the internet for a moment. Thank you very much. Everyone's in a big hullabaloo about the new Chappelle special, which I watched. I watched it twice actually, and I actually thought it was like pretty heartfelt, especially for one of his specials too. Like, um, I don't know, it felt like it struck a bunch of nice chords actually, while still being really offensive. And then it wasn't even like the funniest shit he's done either, which this is like what everyone has said about it. But I mean, it was really funny, I thought, but it wasn't. It just wasn't as funny as like some of his more wacky shit when he was younger. But it is a really good. Excuse me, sorry, I coughed. Um, it is a really good end to his little series of specials he's been doing on Netflix. I think personally, um, he's been totally like everyone my age was raised by that dude. Honestly, like we were. If you're in America and you're like anywhere between fucking like 45 and 29, like you were super raised on Chappelle's show. That was the funniest fucking shit on TV for a really long time. And if you're a pothead, you were like super into Half Baked, um, which is probably the funniest fucking weed movie. Um, but yeah, everyone's in a big old hullabaloo. I guess there was like um, a walkout or something at Netflix to have it removed because it was transphobic. And the dude at Netflix actually was like, no, we're going to leave it there, which is cool, I think, um, because you can't just erase things you don't want to hear, too. I'm not even saying he's right. I think he is, but that's not what I'm trying to say right now. I'm just trying to say that the only way to, like, I don't know, be right in your argument is to actually, like, have the argument, too. Like, you have to, like, hear the other side out and everything like that. So it's like, it's just good to have someone who can voice things in a language that is like something I relate to a little bit. And I'm glad that that's a big part of like pop culture right now. I think it's kind of cool. And I'm glad that the fucking Netflix didn't take it down either after being like threatened by the complainers and shit too. Because we got to stop rewarding complaining so much in this country for real, for real. Um, but yeah, that special is good. It's okay. It's funny how like that is what all the news is about right now instead of like all the supply chain shortages and fucking rampant violent murder throughout the country or the fucking four wars that we're in, you know, or the unbelievable homeless situation in this country, or the fact that nobody wants to go to work, or the fact that the fucking president is falling asleep in the middle of his goddamn interviews in front of a fake stage of the White House. Um, but no, we're going to talk about how Dave Chappelle said some naughty words in his comedy stand-up podcast. Hmm. Hmm. We got some sick priorities in this country. So he actually has a joke in that special that I don't want to ruin, so I'm not going to. But it is basically a well written out version of how him saying some shit like that is a million times more important for everyone to be paying attention to apparently than like uh say he murdered somebody, you know, like that wouldn't be as big of a deal as what he's been doing that. I don't know. You just gotta check it out. I don't want to ruin his joke, so I'm just gonna shut up because I'm fucking sound stupid as hell. I wonder if two deaf people who speak sign language, I wonder if they got into a argument in the car, if they would just have to pull over to have the conversation. Because that's like a million, that'd be even harder than eating while driving. That'd be like fucking knitting while driving or something. It'd be fucking crazy. But you think that? You think fucking deaf people experience harsh road rage or like get into arguments with each other? That'd be hella funny to see two of them arguing with each other in the car because you'd be like honking at them and shit to get out of the way and they can't fucking hear you. And if you had some audio of the inside of the car, it'd probably be a bunch of hilarious like mumbling and shit. And oh, that's terrible. Fucking, I bet. No, they did. Oh, I looked it up already. Never mind. I was gonna say I bet deaf people invented fucking giving people the finger because they needed one that was just like real quick and said it all. But I looked it up actually, and that has always been the like the sign language for a penis actually because it looks like when you hold it upside down, it's like it looks the most like a penis with balls. And then that gesture turned into go fuck yourself because you were like, oh well, if I can fuck something with a dick, then I could definitely fuck something with this thing on my hand that looks just like a dick. And I remember being like, whoa, this is a really weird history lesson. And it's like old as fuck. The finger's been around forever, and it's always been a symbol of like, go fuck yourself, or like, fuck you, here's, or you're a dick, here's a dick. Like, I always thought that was pretty cool. Fucking, and deaf people, I don't know. I imagine that they have super good vision for like that type of sign language and shit, and I bet they've got some really cool ones that we don't know about. Oh my god, I'm so bored lately when I don't work. The leaves are beautiful right now, though. I gotta say, it's like a fucking serotonin boost to just like see all the bright yellow and red and orange shit blowing around right now. It's fucking awesome. Should go to like a corn maze or something. I heard that there was zombie paintball where you just like shoot down zombies with paintball guns, I think. That sounds badass to me. Whoa. Dang, this old guy just rode his bike past here. Oh man, he was cute. He had like a GoPro strapped to his chest and he was wearing his helmet backwards. Oh, that's cute. Uh, all right. All right, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't really have anything else to say that's funny or anything. I don't have any current events really that pertain to me that you can't find on the news or anything. Be nice to everybody out there. For real. Be nice to everybody out there. And get a prank on during Halloween. Fucking get a spook on. Get a scare on. Watch some scary movies. Me and my fucking buddy Ryan have been watching scary movies. And we watched that movie fucking Mandy, which I think 5 or 6 people now have told me to watch. They're like, this movie's fucking awesome. Check this shit out. Dude, this movie sucks so bad. Seriously, it was just like Hobo with a Shotgun, where it was just like, oh, this looks like a music video the whole time, but it's also boring and like not it at all. This is for it's like for people who don't like scary movies. So I don't know. If you don't like scary movies, go check out Mandy. But if you do like scary movies, there is a cinematic masterpiece out there called The Manor about a woman with dementia experiencing spooky things. And Yeah, go waste 2 hours of your life on that one also. All right. Goodbye.